In today's show, the Bitcoin price hits $51,000 as the U.S. Senate passes a $1.9 trillion stimulus. That's right, as Peter Brandt points out, the devaluation of the purchasing power of the U.S. dollar has only just begun. This is why Bitcoin, real estate, U.S. equities, and commodities will continue to trend higher when expressed in U.S. dollar fiat terms. Also breaking news, Chinese companies are following Microstrategy'S strategy. The first Chinese listed company called Meitu has officially bought $40 million worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Checking out the latest wisdom from Max Kaiser. The 1.9 stimmy denigrates the US dollar, and it's a predictable move by Congress. And so are the next 10 to 20 stimmies coming. Since I can't stop it, I buy Bitcoin and watch the price skyrocket. Maybe someday we'll come back to reality, but hopefully not too soon. He also tweeted, buying Bitcoin under $100,000 is a steal. The US dollar won't last another 6 months. Adam Back tweeted a graph for people selling under $500,000 now of all times. Zoom out. Also, there are more halvings. An example, next 2024 and a store value total addressable market of $200 billion, $5 to $10 million Bitcoin and quantitative easing, etc. It's inflation storm out there, just saying. And Josh Crozier tweeted, we're still in the early stages of the current Bitcoin bull market. Another 1.9 trillion stimulus coming, 11.3 trillion plus recently added to the US M1 money supply. Bitcoin market cap, $1 trillion. Endless inflation plus quantitative easing equals hyper Bitcoinization, targeting over $200,000 plus long term. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. We'll also be checking out the latest from Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model, as well as sentiment analytics. Also in today's episode, MicroStrategy'S massive premium implies a Bitcoin price of $122,000, says investment firm short on MicroStrategy. That's right, the company bought another 205 Bitcoin on Friday, bringing its total holdings to now above 91,000 Bitcoin, representing almost 0.5% of the current Bitcoin circulating supply. And according to Byream Capital's calculation, MicroStrategy'S current share price implies a Bitcoin price of $122,000. I'll be breaking all this down for you in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin and most of the major altcoins are currently in the green and breaking out. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button, that's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, BlockFi, where you can put your crypto to work. They paid out a whopping $35 million plus in interest to their clients in February, including 450 Bitcoin, 5,000 Ethereum, and 6 million in stablecoins. One of their flagship products allows you to earn a 6% annual percentage yield on your BTC, so you can literally start having your Bitcoin work for you. And they pay out 9.3% on USDT, and they have a promo running right now where you can get up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $25 or more by using my referral link in the description right down below. Once you click it, it'll take you here. Then click this yellow button that says sign up, and you'll notice the referral code already pre-populated for you to take advantage of this special bonus. So what are you waiting for? Click the link right down below and let's start stacking those sats. Shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. It feels beautiful waking up to Bitcoin back above $50,000. I'm going to break down the latest for you right here. The price of Bitcoin reached over $51,000 this morning on March 7th after the U.S. Senate passed the anticipated $1.9 trillion stimulus bill, which is roughly 2 times larger than the current market cap of Bitcoin. United States President Sleepy Joe Biden said that the Senate's approval shows major progress in delivering a desperately needed stimulus bill to Americans. He shared the following: today, I can say we've taken one more giant step forward in delivering on that promise. That help is on the way. It wasn't always pretty, but it was so desperately needed, urgently needed. And how many of you put your previous stimulus of $1,200 into Bitcoin? Because if you did, congratulations, that is now worth over $10,000. And if you get this stimulus, are you going to put it into Bitcoin? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now let's discuss, why is the stimulus bullish for Bitcoin precisely? Well, when a stimulus bill gets passed, it immediately relaxes the financial conditions in the United States. The past year has shown that the effect of such measures raises investors' appetite for risk on assets, including stocks stocks and cryptocurrencies. In April of 2020, when the first stimulus bill was passed, it coincided with a massive bull run in both the United States equities market and the cryptocurrency market. Naturally, investors anticipate the second stimulus package to have a similar effect on the price of Bitcoin in the short term. Peter Brandt, a long-term trader, said that the devaluation of the purchasing power of the US dollar has only started. The combination of a devaluing dollar and the new stimulus package would likely cause the market sentiment around Bitcoin to improve. Peter Brandt shared the following on crypto Twitter: the devaluation of the purchasing power of the US dollar has only just begun. This is why Bitcoin, real estate, US equities, and commodities will continue to trend higher when expressed in US dollar fiat terms. I also like to point out that the 50-year anniversary of the US dollar is later this year. Do you feel we'll make it that far? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now, also, if a US stock market begins to recover after a week-long pullback, it could further catalyze Bitcoin given the equities and cryptos fell in tandem during the recent correction. Now, some breaking news. Chinese companies following Microstrategy'S strategy? Well, yeah, why wouldn't they? Atop the improving macro environment for Bitcoin, the first Chinese listed company called Mstr has officially bought $40 million worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum. The company shared the following: the group has purchased 15,000 units of Ethereum and 379 units of Bitcoin, both cryptocurrencies in open market transactions at an aggregate consideration of approximately $22.1 million and $17.9 million, respectively, on March 5th. The first Chinese listed company to buy a large amount of Bitcoin appeared. A popular Chinese journalist by the name Wu Blockchain commented on March 7th, sharing the following on crypto Twitter: breaking, the first Chinese listed company to buy a large amount of Bitcoin appeared. On March 7th, photo retouching software company Meitu announced that it would buy Bitcoin and Ethereum for $40 million, but its founder was criticized for issuing multiple ICOs in 2017. Pretty interesting, right? And they also tweeted right here: Meitu said that crypto had enough room for appreciation. It can diversify the risk of holding cash in fund management. Affected by this, there may be more Chinese companies buying Bitcoin to boost their stock prices, but they may also be banned by the Chinese government. Well, why wouldn't they continue to do this if they could follow MicroStrategy's strategy? If the new trend emerges where public companies in Asia begin to buy Bitcoin, it could lead to an influx of new capital into the Bitcoin exchange market. While it's unlikely that many publicly listed companies in China would announce Bitcoin purchases due to the uncertain regulatory environment, countries like Japan as well as South Korea could see a similar trend occur in the next few months. It's like MicroStrategy paved the way. Now these Asian companies can follow suit and continue to purchase Bitcoin for virtually 0% interest and put it on their balance sheets. Now, before I break down the latest from Max Keiser, as well as the Blockstream CEO Adam Back, as well as the latest from Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model, as well as this breaking story of MicroStrategy's massive premium implying a Bitcoin price of $122,000. First, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin up 6% for the day, trading at about 50,600. We touched about 51,000 this morning. We have Ethereum up 5.5%, trading above $1,660. Polkadot up 5%, trading above 34 bucks. Binance Coin up 6%, trading at $237, and Chainlink up 3%, trading at 28 bucks. All right, now let's check out the latest from Max Keiser. The 1.9 stimmy denigrates the US dollar, and it's a predictable move by Congress. And so are the next 10 to 20 stimmies coming? Since I can't stop it, I buy Bitcoin and watch the price skyrocket. Maybe someday we'll come back to reality, but hopefully not too soon. He also tweeted, buying Bitcoin under $100,000 is a steal. The US dollar won't last another 6 months. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Max Keiser. He also says his short-term target of 77,000 per Bitcoin is in play, and his year-end target is $220,000. Now, Adam Back recently tweeted a graph for people selling under $500,000 now of all times. Zoom out. Also, there are more halvings. An example, next 2024 and store value total addressable market of $200 billion, $5 to $10 million Bitcoin and quantitative easing, etc. It's an inflation storm out there, just saying. And as you can see in this graph, it shows Bitcoin could hit $387,000 on May 12th, 2021. And before I break down the latest from Josh Crozier, as well as Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow, and the latest breaking story of MicroStrategy's premium implying a Bitcoin price of $122,000. First, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting above 1.5 trillion with almost 100 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. Current Bitcoin dominance sitting at 60.5% and Ethereum dominance at 12.3%, and the current Bitcoin market cap sitting at $941 billion. Let's get back above that $1 trillion market cap. Now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Ocean Protocol up 41%, trading at $1.59. Chili's up about 30% for the day and 166% for the week, trading at 13 cents. Reserve Rights up 15%, trading at about 7 cents. And Engine Coin up about 15% for the day and a whopping 145% for the week, trading at $1.31. Now checking out the top losers within the top 100, we have Terra down 6%, trading at $8. ZK Swap down about 5%, trading at $3. Swiss Borg down about 3%, trading at $1.15. And Neem down 1%, trading at 73 cents. Now out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated as 76 in extreme greed. Yesterday was a 77, last week a 55 in greed, and last month an 81 in extreme greed. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down the latest from Josh Crozier, who tweeted, "We are still in the early stages of the current Bitcoin bull market. I couldn't agree more. If you were to ask me, I'd say we're in the bottom of the first inning." He shares another 1.9 trillion stimulus incoming and 11.3 trillion plus recently added to the US M1 money supply for now a total of 18 trillion. And the Bitcoin market cap is quick approaching $1 trillion. We have endless inflation plus quantitative easing, which equals hyper Bitcoinization, targeting over $200,000 plus long term. I couldn't agree more. I expect the Bitcoin price to be well above $200,000 by the end of this year. In fact, if we witness a super cycle, Bitcoin could hit $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. So let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Now let's check out the latest from Plan B. He tweeted, "Bitcoin entering the fun phase." And as we blow this up, it shows Bitcoin after 2012, 2016, and the 2020 halving. And that's us right now in the red, right in between the two. So as we're on this parabolic ascent, we are right on track. The Stock to Flow X model does predict a $288,000 Bitcoin price by the end of this year. It looks like we could likely hit this if we continue with this bullish momentum. But I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. All right, before I break down our final story of the day, Microstrategy's massive premium implies a Bitcoin price of $122,000, says investment firm shorting MicroStrategy. But first, I want to encourage you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 700 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsjess.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. You can also find me on all the major podcasts and platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is Crypto News. Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat, which is uncensored. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day, shall we? Bitcoin bull Michael Saylor, co-founder and chief executive officer of publicly traded business intelligence company MicroStrategy, has been betting big on the leading digital currency. You can say that again. The company bought another 205 Bitcoin on Friday, bringing its total holdings to now above 91,000 Bitcoin, representing 0.488% of Bitcoin's current circulating supply. And while the company continues to bet more and more on Bitcoin, its share prices are not feeling the same bullishness. MicroStrategy share prices have crashed nearly 60% in less than 1 month from their all-time high of about $1,314 on February 9th. Now, on Friday, the MicroStrategy shares fell as low as $537 before recovering to $620. Interestingly, MicroStrategy is suffering from losses more than Bitcoin. That's right. During the same period, the price of Bitcoin went from $46,500 to an all-time high of $58,300, only to see a correction of 26% to almost $43,000, and Bitcoin is currently consolidating in between the $40,000 to $50,000 range, which we just broke out above this morning. Now, the losses in the crypto market have actually been the result of the weakness in the stock market, which has been reacting to the rising bond yields. The bond market sell-off is showing some signs of stability, and that could mean that a Bitcoin pullback is nearing its end, said Edward Moya, a senior market analyst. Now, in related news, MicroStrategy president and CFO Phong Le sold 10,000 shares of MicroStrategy on March 2nd at an average price of $802 a share, and company CTO Timothy Edward Lang sold 10,000 shares of MicroStrategy stock on February 22nd. Moreover, General Counsel Mei Ming Shao sold 5,000 MicroStrategy shares on March 3rd. Director Jared Steffen also sold 1,150 shares and 2,000 shares respectively on February 24th. Now, distorted from the fundamentals, the traditional media and funds have voiced their opinions against the company's increasing Bitcoin bet. This week, the Wall Street Journal called MicroStrategy's Bitcoin buy-in spree irresponsible, based on Mark Lightenfeld, chief income strategist at the Oxford Group's view, who called Bitcoin a speculative and volatile asset. He shared the following: "I have never seen a company do this. This is beyond the excess I have seen during the dot-com bubble, and I think it makes them very, very vulnerable." According to Lightenfeld, MicroStrategy shares are completely distorted from its business fundamentals and simply linked to Bitcoin. Another criticism came from investment management firm Byream Capital, which published its Q4 2020 investor letter revealing that it's short on MicroStrategy, declaring $450 as its fair value. The fund that had a net return of 47% for the year ending 2020 said MicroStrategy had a massive premium, its market cap increasing by $9 billion on a $3 billion windfall on its Bitcoin purchases. And according to Byream Capital's calculations, MicroStrategy's current share price implies a Bitcoin price of $122,000. The letter reads, MicroStrategy is the latest firm with shrinking revenues and negligible profits to pivot to the blockchain. Rather than attempt to start a cryptocurrency business, MicroStrategy pivoted in the most straightforward way possible. It simply bought hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin overnight. In one light, this is an utter abdication of all the principles of corporate finance. Why not return the money to shareholders who can decide for themselves whether or not they want to own Bitcoin? But in another light, this was a brilliant end run around the SEC, who has been denying Bitcoin ETF proposals left and right for years. MicroStrategy went from being a mere stagnant software business to a de facto Bitcoin ETF. So there you have it. And checking out this tweet from Sentiment Analytics, they wrote, Bitcoin's largest holders of 1,000 plus Bitcoins, which are considered whales, currently hold 42.56% of the total supply after owning 43.29% on February 8th, which is a 54-week high, which fueled the February all-time high. A return above 43% will be an indication whales are looking to fuel another rally. As you can see right here on your screen, it shows you Bitcoin's 1,000 plus coin whales back to owning the same percentage of the supply as they did at the start of 2021. Now for a quick recap of what I covered with you right here in today's show. The Bitcoin price hits 51,000 here this morning as the U.S. Senate passes a $1.9 trillion stimulus. Also shared this breaking news that Chinese companies are following MicroStrategy's blueprint of purchasing Bitcoin on their balance sheet from borrowing it with virtually 0% interest, as this Chinese publicly traded company just did. Also, I shared the latest from Peter Brandt, who points out that the devaluation of the purchasing power of the U.S. dollar has only just begun. This is why Bitcoin, real estate, U.S. equities, and commodities will continue to trend higher when expressed in U.S. dollar fiat terms. I also shared the latest from Max Kaiser, who shares that buying Bitcoin under $100,000 is a steal and that the U.S. dollar won't last another 6 months. I also shared the latest from Adam Back, who shares this graph for people selling Bitcoin under $500,000, which shows us we can hit 387,000 by May 12th. I also shared the latest from Josh Crozier, as well as Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model. Also in today's show, I shared that MicroStrategy's massive premium implies a Bitcoin price of $122,000. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, including weekends, just like this. And real quick before I go, I want to give a special shout out to our sponsor, BlockFi, the leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. Here's where you can put your crypto to work. They paid out over $35 million in interest in the month of February to their clients, including 450 Bitcoin, 5,000 Ethereum, and 6 million in stablecoins. Another flagship product that they have is crypto-backed loans. You ever wonder, how can I access fiat capital without selling my precious Bitcoin or cryptocurrency? Well, look no further, because with their crypto-backed loans, you could get an interest rate as low as 4.5% and access liquidity without ever having to sell your cryptocurrency. And they have a promo running right now where you can get up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $25 or more. All you got to do is click that link below. It'll take you here. Then click this yellow button that says sign up, and you'll notice the referral code already pre-populated for you to take advantage of this special promo. So what are you waiting for? Click the link below. Let's start stacking those sats, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.